We sound like two fanboys.
Yeah, but you are way more fanboy than I am of Legend of Zelda because you've played.
No, I mean Nintendo in general.
Yeah, Nintendo in general. True.
So E3 was this week.
E3 was this week. Um,
Yeah.
I did not watch practically any of the interviews or the things. I just watched like reviews of people reviewing E3.
Yeah, conferences. Yeah, I really had no time for those, to be honest, as well.
Yeah.
We're on such different schedules that if we to watch them live, really doesn't go with the work schedule
Yeah.
anymore. But nevertheless, I viewed from some other people reviewing them and memes, especially John Wick.
Especially John Wick.
It's not John Wick meme, but again, Keanu Reeves
Keanu
showing
Reeves.
up everywhere.
Yeah. This is like what I don't understand like that's happening. Well, I mean I do understand the logic of like games and movies using celebrities and like
But Keanu is getting famous.
kind of like it's a cameo in a way.
Hmm.
I mean literally that's what this Keanu Reeves cameo is in Cyberpunk um the game
2077. Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. Um, I was kind of surprised. I was not expecting Keanu Reeves to show up at all. Honestly, like it was so
I don't think
random.
anyone was.
I feel
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
he
sure.
deserves it though. I think he deserves it. I mean, he's been an actor for so long, and
He's been an actor since like
he has
the
a
19th century.
he has a sad story. I remember the first memes with Keanu back when he was like eating sandwiches alone
Oh yeah, Seth
in
Keanu.
the bench. Yes, a Keanu, and I mean, he deserves it. The recognition he's been getting now. I only watched the first John Wick movie, like
I didn't watch any John Wick movie.
weird confession time. They're very, very good. I mean, the action is very well done. It's all very realistic. Keanu actually has like training and videos of him training
Hmm.
online with live ammunition on shooting range
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I didn't
It's amazing.
know
The
that.
work put into it, it's like a love letter to action.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really.
Cool. Okay.
But yeah, he's been showing up in a lot of video games. First has John Wick in Payday 2 for like a DLC. I don't think it's him voicing John Wick,
But
but nevertheless, it's his face.
that's so disappointing. Why is he not voicing his own character?
I'm not really sure if it's not him. It's someone that sounds very much alike. But
Okay.
I think I checked and it wasn't him. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Then Fortnite.
Let's be honest, who has not made a cameo in Fortnite? Like
Yeah,
that game
they
is
had
just
Thanos.
they have Thanos in
They
Fortnite.
had Thanos. They had like they had an event I think during the first Avengers where you could play as Thanos and get the glove.
Oh my god! And what would
If
happen?
you would kill Thanos, if you kill Thanos, you would become Thanos.
Could you do the snap?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow!
But you wouldn't kill half the island. I mean,
Oh
I'm not
come
really
on!
sure. I don't know how it works. I don't want to talk
God damn it!
And now when CD Project Red's Cyberpunk
Okay.
shipping up to be a cool game, might be a contender for dethroning Sekiro.
To be
As
honest,
game,
I have
but
been more looking
I
forward.
stand by my position.
I've been more looking forward to the soundtrack than to the actual game, but whatever.
Yeah, I also like it.
Soundtrack is really good.
And
I.
speaking of soundtrack,
Mm-hmm.
can we leave this and talk about Cadence of Hyrule? Because I know you're Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah, so one of the games that was announced in E3 was Cadence of Hyrule, which is basically
Crypt featuring The Legend of Zelda.
yeah, it's if you guys have not played Crypt of the Necrodancer, it's basically a rhythm game where you play it's a grid-based top-down RPG. In fact, it's a roguelike where basically you move your character, and you have to move the character once every beat, or do an action once every beat, and all the enemies also move once every beat. And basically, if you go off beat, if you move off
If
beat,
you miss,
if you move off beat, I think
you
there's some penalty. I can't remember what it is, but the game is really fun. And one of the things that I love about that game is that you can put any song in that game, and it's gonna automatically generates a beat. I have not tried it with metal songs or with songs that have changes in tempos. I don't know if it probably does work still. I don't
okay.
know.
Failure to match a beat does not directly harm the character, but does reset the scoring multiple and may cause the character to be harmed by nearby.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
That's
Um, Cadence of Hyrule is from the same guys that made Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's basically a sequel, but it's set in the Legend of Zelda universe.
it appears to be.
It appears to be in Hyrule or set in Hyrule, and
I
I'm not sure if
think
it's
the main character goes into Hyrule. I
yeah
actually what I've seen
yeah
from the trailer, she actually dropped. And apparently her name is Cadence.
Cadence
Cadence, because it's
Cadence.
it's a musical thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Oh, and you were speaking about the other day having different villains. So apparently, yes, this has a different villain.
very nice. Yeah, I because
His name is Octavo.
yeah, but has he showed up in another Zelda game? I mean,
No,
no, he is not. Oh, that's
no,
interesting.
this is original.
This is interesting. Okay. I'm actually curious. Do you think that this is set in one of the
Oh, I know.
timelines, or
That
is
is a
it?
very good question. I would need more information. I need to take a look at the game.
Okay, first question.
Just from looking at the poster,
Mhm.
the Link has the same design as the Downfall. I mean, when the original timeline from the original game,
You mean
the Oracle of Seasons, the one
Okay.
where Ganon wins, where Link dies.
And he goes back in
during-
time, right?
No.
No. Okay.
There's three paths. So the first two are Link wins, and
Okay.
Link does not win. Link dies. So this is set in looking at design again, the
Yeah.
only time that the yellow ring appears on his head
Yeah.
is on this timeline. So if it is there,
So wait, there's
it has the same aesthetic as Link to the Past, so it could be on that.
Link
It
to the
could be
Past, okay.
official. It could, but
Do you
then
think-
again,
So you
It's-
think it happens in the what is it called? What's the timeline called?
this is the thing. Nintendo. This is the first time Nintendo is opening doors to anyone else into the console. You understand?
Into Hyrule.
No, into anything.
Into
You know
anything?
that Nintendo did not publish games that were not from Nintendo, right?
Oh, that's true. Wait, no, they have had characters.
But okay, the Switch works in Unreal Engine. It's everything that they could design. It works. I mean, the engine works for the console. It can run anything. So they open the doors to anyone into. There's not something you would see in their previous home console, right? Am I missing something?
No, I think you're right. I think that they've only. I mean, because I was thinking of the reason why Sonic is in Smash Bros.
Second part.
Because Sonic was there has been like I think.
And Sonic has been in Mario and Sonic at the Olympics and the Winter Games.
Yeah,
and-
but the reason why Nintendo has the rights to make Sonic games is because not Sonic games, but games that have Sonic in them is because they actually have the rights to the character the same way that Sega has, because they have actually made I think one or two games, or they have had Sonic games in their consoles before, I think. So they have but they can't make games with Sonic in the title, I think, but they can have Sonic in their games. Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Well, all of this just to say that this is the first time that not only someone else is doing games for Nintendo's console, but this is the first time that a third party putting their hands directly into a Legend of Zelda game. I mean, except for Hyrule Warriors, but that was not canon. And this,
Okay. Do you
although
think?
it borrows the design from that timeline, I for that reason, because of Hyrule Warriors,
Hmm.
it's probably not.
You think it's not canon? Oh,
Probably.
I wanted it to be canon.
It would be really cool, but
Do you think this is a
I would have
complete?
to play to know.
Yeah. Could it be a separate timeline? Completely separate timeline?
Yeah, like alternate
Maybe.
universe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alternate
the
universe.
possibility is there.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably.
Hmm.
I am so looking forward to this game because
There's
this
been
game.
weirder shit in Legend of
Yeah. This game looks so awesome. Holy crap. I
Zelda. It
mean,
looks really fun to play.
because it
Really does.
it has the same
Mhm.
aesthetic as I think the original Legend of Zelda, or at least like I think
No, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. Yeah, it has the same
Hmm.
that same aesthetic,
The
and
same feel, yeah.
I just love that. It's so cool.
So have you seen what they've done with Link's Awakening? It had this same type. It was okay. It was for the Game Boy
You
originally,
mean wait?
so it was black and white. I think they did not have colors. DX did,
Oh
but it was only
yeah.
color.
They
And
was
now it's all 3D and top down. And Link has
yeah.
this black dot eye that's so weird, but the game still looks.
You mean
Go
his
look at his character design.
you mean his eyes are like
Yes,
black.
they're like all black, like cartoonish, early cartoon, like
Yeah,
Mickey
yeah.
Mouse.
But
All
I think isn't that trying to imitate the original pixel design of
yeah,
yeah, that's basically it. This also looks great, and I love the I
but this is getting a lot of backlash
why?
because from what I've been reading, some people complain that you know they're not making a new game. They're charging a full price for it.
Oh, come on. But
Yada,
like
yada.
okay, I can
It's a
kind of
completely rebuilt game
yeah,
from the
cuz
ground.
yeah, I mean if
I'm
people
sure they're not going to charge $70 like they did for Breath of the Wild.
yeah,
It's not the same type of.
yeah. Because the thing with remakes is if people pay to watch fucking Disney remakes, why would they not pay to play Link's Awakening? It doesn't make sense. Like it's a remake. It's like they have basically the same level designs and the same. As far as I know, they haven't changed
They
anything.
will change some mechanics, of course. I mean, they
Sure.
will probably do uh, a lot of things that they did for other games, 3DS, like fast
Yeah,
travel.
because look at it this way. This is a chance for because
Yeah,
when did the
I
original game come out? It was like what in the
ah,
90s?
when did it come out? It was in 90.
Okay. This is a chance for Nintendo to fix the mistakes that they made in that game. Like
Yeah, but
why would you
I
not
mean,
have that chance? It's so
I can hate in remaster, but I cannot hate remake because I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
it's the same company making the same game
Mhm.
years later with more experience and more technology. What's
Exactly.
not to like about
Exactly. Like if I also made a game and like 20 years later I wanted to remake that game, why should I not do that? Like that's completely fine.
it? I mean, a game developer, you can look at it and say, okay, this is great,
Yeah, but
but
there's things I
I
could
like
change
this
about it.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can do better now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I can not only make it better for the people that already experienced it, but I can also make it better for the people that are going to experience.
Yeah, cuz honestly I I have not played this game, the original one, and I would definitely play the new version cuz it just looks great. I
I
love
mean,
the
look at this
visuals.
Link.
It's so awesome.
I wanna squeeze him.
He's so cute.
Fucking adorable.
Yeah, this is how you do 3D correctly. This is this is great. I love it. I love it. It looks great. Um, so we've covered two games, two Zelda games that have
We
been
talked about
announced
another one.
in E3,
Cyber.
but we have not talked about the biggest one that was announced in E3, I think, which was the sequel to Breath of the Wilds.
Oh yeah, from Nintendo, yeah, because it was so cryptic that it's so easy to miss. But it has already been analyzed from every angle possible in the internet, and for some weird reason, I'm still not looking into those because those people have theory, and they might be right, but I have my own theories, and I think I saw something that I there's no possible way it could be right.
Okay. So what's your theory then?
Um, I think it is meant to be a sequel, a direct sequel, Breath, but then again, um, thing is that shadow that appeared in the trailer, people are saying that it looked like Ganondorf. It had the um same diadem, with a crystal, and they might be right. It might be actually human Ganondorf coming back,
Mm-hmm.
but the shadow seemed like Demise,
Like
the
demise.
the OG that started all of this, the guy that is reincarnated in Ganon and Ganondorf. He's the true evil of the Triforce, the one that started everything. And the shadow that appeared in that trailer, that was like crying out in pain or something, from what I understood. It looked so much like him.
What? Okay, I didn't.
There is a flashing image.
So wait, there were a couple flashing images. So there's
Yeah.
this
Sorry about.
this hand that's like holding the chest of this corpse or whatever. I
There's a theory that says that's the hand of the toilet.
what?
There's always a hand in the toilet.
What?
Yes. Okay, I'm joking. But
Okay. So first question: who the hell is this corpse?
well, isn't that the $1 million? Because it looks like Ganondorf.
Oh, so you think this is
No,
Ganondorf?
no, I don't think it. There's a flashing image.
Tell me the timestamp.
It's
Oh,
around 40 something.
43. 43 seconds.
And this shadow, it looks like Demise to me.
Looks like Demise. I mean, to be honest, the silhouettes of Demise and Ganondorf are kind of similar. I mean,
They are not. Ganondorf is not that bulky. Ganon might be, but Ganondorf is not. I mean, Ganondorf is
Ganondorf
pretty
is a bit like is more muscular, I'd
pretty
say.
slim.
He's
I mean,
his waist is really slim. Yeah.
but his shoulders are very broad. I mean, I'm thinking
Demise.
Twilight Princess. I think
Yeah.
on Twilight Princess, he's not that buff.
Yeah. Demise
Maybe he is.
is a lot more buff. That's true. Demise
But the
is
hair, though, the hair.
the hair. That's true. Does
But he
Ganondorf?
also has long hair and this is the thing, because they mentioned that it would be darker than either Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess, but I don't think it is directly related to Twilight Princess. But everyone's getting Twilight Princess
Mm,
vibes
okay. Okay.
from what. And the only thing I could think of when I saw this shadow, this silhouette, was Demise. Some weird reason.
Well,
Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see.
I mean, to be honest, why would Demise's corpse be here? If that is in fact Demise's corpse. If that's what you're saying.
That is the Goron symbol there in his vest.
Is it? Okay.
Goron, no, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, but until we get and by the way, he has a ring on his hand. Didn't you
Yeah,
notice
that's it.
that?
That's a Gerudo. But it's more ornate. It has some markings there.
Yeah.
So it has to be Ganon. Looks like a man. And the shadow could just be,
His shadow?
well, his shadow.
I don't know. I
But
don't know.
it looks
It's
he
very
looks
cryptic.
so out of no flesh. Of course, they want to be cryptic about it because the game
Yeah.
very early phase, and I remember what happened with Breath of the Wild. It was pushed back like three
Oh,
times
oh, okay.
the game. But enough about Nintendo.
Yeah, so that was Nintendo's. I think all the things that they mentioned in E3, right? Let me check. So yeah, oh my
There's a
god,
lot.
there's a lot
There's a
more.
lot more. I mean,
Super
there's
Mario Maker
Pokemon.
2, there's Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
Luigi mentions
Shields.
3.
Oh yeah, there's Luigi Mansion.
Yeah, you can
Um,
actually get to play as Guigi.
Gooigi, yeah. That's definitely gonna be in so many
There's, I think,
fanfics.
Fire Emblem.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 as well.
Yeah, we were talking about Mario and
Resident
Sonic.
Evil 5 and Resident
Well,
Evil 6 was
for the
interesting.
Switch.
For the Switch, yeah, yeah.
Can I mention something that EA announced that I'm not sure if you saw it.
Uh, what is it?
It might be too soon to tell, but it could be the ultimate Star Wars game.
The Ultimate Star Wars game?
In terms of saber fighting, right?
Okay.
From the gameplay they showed, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looked really, really. So there's this scene where a Jedi walking through in the hallway.
Oh yeah,
It's
Electronic Arts. Yeah, yeah. Star Wars
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, yeah. I
So
see it. I
there's
see it.
this scene where the guy's showing off that you could deflect plasma
Yeah, you can deflect things with
the bolts
yeah.
with your lightsaber.
Yeah,
But then he kills one of them, and he kind of slows the other shot. He pulls the second stormtrooper to him, and uses his own shot against him.
You mean he redirects the shot in his direction, right?
No.
What? What? I don't understand.
There's two guys across one hallway. One of them fires a shot.
Okay.
The Jedi slows the shot down,
Okay.
pulls the guy that shot against him to himself, holds him in a force choke, and uses his own shot against him. Like,
so basically,
the bolt is still coming
he shot
towards
himself.
the Jedi.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's interesting, but that's still not as impressive as stopping a bolt in midair. But okay, that's interesting.
I mean, it's cool to stop a blasted, but then pulling your enemy to you and driving him into his own shot.
Yeah, yeah.
is
I understand.
badass.
I
Fuck.
understand. That is badass. Yeah, that is very interesting. Yeah. So there's.
It looked really, really.
Yeah.
Wanna-
So, we mentioned Nintendo. We mentioned EA.
There's a lot of hype about Borderlands 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype for Borderlands 3. I personally have not played any Borderlands game.
They're good games.
People say it's
They are.
really good. It's really funny.
No,
and
yeah,
it's-
there's a lot of humor. The game does not take itself seriously.
Yeah.
There's one specific villain who was very talked about as well. Is Handsome Jack. Actually, know a guy who cosplays him.
Hmm.
Yeah, the game is cool. I just don't know if I'm all into the FPS RPG element of it, because if they did like BioShock, and if this is very mental, psychological, your brain works like that. The fact that I can see the damage coming out of every shot,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that I'm not doing exactly the same damage in every round. It is weird. It takes it never stuck to me. There's a lot of classes that you can play as.
To me, Borderlands 3 seems like a mix between Far Cry and Team Fortress 2. Like, it just kind of feels that way. I don't know if it's just the visuals or what. But yeah.
Maybe. Is it cell shading?
Yeah, it's called cel shading, the kind of style.
I like it. That I enjoy.
Yeah,
the
it's
fact that their
very nice.
weapons, they have like billions of weapons. They all have different stats. They all have different colors. I mean, more or less, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Start repeating after a while. But...
Let's talk about
Doom.
Hold on. Let's talk about. Okay, we are just not even with a list. We can keep this organized. I don't understand. So let's talk about Square Enix.
Okay, then I can. Gush
So
about
there's
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. So they made.
What's up with Tifa's tits? Am I right? They're so small.
What?
Kidding. If you actually unironically think that, What are you doing with your life, man? What
Wait,
are you doing with
wait,
your life?
what? I
Yes,
don't.
there's actually backlash on Nintendo for making Tifa's boobs smaller. And here I am, literally, here I am just happy that Cloud will not ever again get his eyes poked out.
Okay, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, so I don't.
So the game was for PS1. It was really old. It came in like 7 different discs.
Okay.
Three. 7 was like Metal Gear Solid or some shit. I'm not sure. And it is the most critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII of all time. Mostly because people have very tight nostalgia goggles. The game is really good. It is my favorite.
It's the one
Don't shit.
that I've heard the most about, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
So
you're
yeah.
my friend.
No, no. I mean, other than from you, I've heard a lot about Final Fantasy VII. So yeah.
The game is good. I mean, the plot is polluted. Uh, gameplay is, but the game suffered mostly from technical issues. You know, it. You could see that they wanted to do so much more than the PS1 actually allowed.
Okay.
And here we come again with the I can love remakes
Yes. So they made. So they remade Final Fantasy VII, and basically they're making
because they're
everything look
no,
better.
they're not yeah, everything, and I do mean everything. Okay, so let's
Mhm.
just put aside the joke for Tifa's boobs for a bit. They're not only remaking every character into like fully fledged 3D
Mhm.
4K with thousands and thousands of polygons stacked on each other.
Yeah.
They also remade the combat system. So forget about turn-based. Final Fantasy 15 Kingdom Hearts, it's where it's at now. You know, action-packed RPG. Never mind having to wait your turn to attack. You can just
Mhm.
attack and do shit. And it
Nice.
is going to make the game much more interesting.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
the only thing that I'm hearing about the game that I'm not liking so much is that Square Enix is planning to do this on episodes.
Okay.
And I
So.
might understand the need for that as it is very, very, it must be a very big game. Again, as I said, what I think it will happen is this is on the works for so long that it will suffer the same fate as Final Fantasy 1, the original one for the PS1. It
Okay.
will come out in a time where it is what it needs to be, even better. We're just technologically not there yet, so
Okay.
it might suffer from that. And I think they're doing this for so long now. I remember seeing the teaser trailer for so long now, years,
Mhm.
and they're still very behind. It is going to be a very good project, a very big project, I mean,
Mhm.
and I do hope it works out because I want to play this game
Okay.
so bad.
Yeah. I've never played any Final Fantasy. I've seen you play it. I think I don't know which one, but
Probably 15.
so other than Final Fantasy, I honestly don't know any of these other games.
Well,
Scarlet Grace, are they new? I mean, clearly some of them are not.
Square Enix does have a lot of side projects that they keep mostly in blankets, under wraps,
Yeah, cuz I've never heard of.
because most of them unfortunately end up getting canceled.
Yeah, I've never heard of Romancing Saga. What is
Yeah,
that?
that's probably something. But it appears to be, JRPG. And actually, Romancing Saga appears to be the sixth game of the series.
What? Okay. It's a bit
I
weird.
don't know.
Things.
Trials of Mana. I do know this one is from the Collection of Mana.
All right, so let's move over to Ubisoft.
I heard that the only thing that I heard about Ubisoft is
Watch
that
Dogs.
in Watch Dogs Legion
Mm-hmm.
you can play as anyone.
Yeah, so that was actually a thing that people have been
How is that going to
wondering.
work?
This is a thing that people have been wondering because they said, like Ubisoft said, was that you could play as an NPC. The problem
Yeah.
is the definition of an NPC is non-playable character. So how do you play as a non-playable character? It's no longer an
They just
NPC.
divide it by 0.
It's not an NPC anymore, right? if you play as it, it's not a non-playable character. So people
What you
were
mean is that they have a list of characters that you can choose. They were in other games. Probably, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
But
didn't. I ended up not
it's
playing Watch Dogs because at the time my computer could not run it, and at the time
yeah. But
I
yeah,
kept.
but people were like, "What the hell? Like that doesn't make any sense what you're saying." But whatever. I think they might. I think that they might be onto something. Playing as any character is hard to do,
Mhm.
but it might work. I don't know. We'll
We'll see.
see. We'll see what they
We'll
can do.
see.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Uh,
But you skipped over Bethesda.
we'll go back there. Okay. Let's leave those for the end. Okay.
No,
Um.
we're almost at an hour long.
Wait. Really?
Probably.
Oh crap. I don't know. Well. Let's keep going. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They updated it.
I should try
For
Assassin's Creed
For Honor, I think they're making a
updates.
they're
Wait.
releasing it to PlayStation 4 and
Huh?
Xbox One.
Oh yes. There's a game that's not on this list. And
Is
that's the remake of Destroy All Humans.
Destroy All Humans? I don't know this game.
Destroy All Humans. This was one amazing game where you play as an alien called Cryptosporidium, and he had a number. I can't remember his number. But your point was to come here and destroy all humans.
Really? So
it
you
was
play as an
it
alien?
was a game for, yeah, you play as like a little gray alien,
Okay.
and you could, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, you could go inside a person's body.
It's
You would know their memories. You could you had a flying saucer and you could abduct cows. The game was full of dark humor. It was so funny, and there was only it was only for Xbox and PlayStation 2,
okay.
and I think there was a game for the Wii, but the original one was so good, and yeah, I can finally get to play it in the computer too. It's really cool. I'm very hyped for
Nice.
that.
That's very nice. Okay.
You should check out some stuff about that game.
Okay.
It's really funny.
Oh yeah, let's talk about From Software's Elden Ring,
Elden Ring.
which is basically like if Dark Souls was set in Middle Earth, I think. I don't know.
Okay. So the game is a collaboration, a world collaboration. Okay, as far as I know, this is how it goes.
Mhm.
Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin sat down in a room,
Okay.
and they built a world together.
Let's make a game.
No, they built a world,
Okay.
and people built on the game. I'm not really sure if he is directing. I have to check that out. The thing is that the game is going to be open world,
Ooh.
but by definition, and his definition is that there's a lot of definitions of open world. So do not expect Breath of the Wild open world.
Okay.
That's my take on it. Then again, I'm not really sure how much of George R.R. Martin's stuff will come into play.
I mean, I feel like what's interesting is that both of those people, Miyazaki and Martin, I feel like they're both actually very similar in the way they build worlds.
Hmm.
Because you could say that
The way they build, perhaps I
No,
will never know.
what I'm saying,
But
what
the
I'm
way they
saying,
show, I don't think I can agree.
no, what I'm saying is like you could consider that Dark Souls is the Game of Thrones of games.
No, God, no.
Maybe not, but
Dark I mean, perhaps the books are really good, but they do have a lot of underlying stuff. I can see where you're going. I'm just not really sure if the method. I
No.
mean, they are in different, obviously. They are in different methods.
yeah, what I'm
presentation,
saying,
but-
yeah, what I'm saying is I think they're compatible, like
Sure,
people to
sure.
work together, and I think they can make
But that's because, again,
something really interesting.
George R.R. Martin appears to work well with a lot of people. I think we talked about this previously. He edits a series of books called Wildcards or something like that, which is a collaboration between a lot of artists, from what I understand. It has nothing to do with Game of Thrones or any political,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
or at least not in medieval time, anyway.
Yeah, but
So-
is this an original? I mean, yeah, sure, this is an original universe, but it does kind of remind me a lot of, and I think that's the point of Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure this is kind of
It's
some.
supposed to remind you of Celtic, Norse, and that region.
Mythology.
Yeah, mythology and folk,
That's Lord of the
even
Rings.
symbology. Well, kind of. Well, Lord of the Rings is our universe, suppose.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? That the Lord of the Rings and the mythos of the Lord of the Rings are supposed to be our universe.
They were our past,
Yes.
like long ago, what Earth looked like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, that's yeah, but it is based on mythology. Like it's based, on the orcs,
Yes.
the elves, the dwarves. Those are things from the Celtic and the Norse mythologies. So I guess if this is set in the kind of same universe as that, or in the same kind of using the same world, then yeah, I guess that's the same. It's supposed to invoke the same feeling as Lord of the Rings. I mean, it has ring in the name, so
But I saw an analysis of the trailer, a very extended analysis of the trailer, actually, for the amount that there actually was.
uh
And he made a point out of mentioning that the etymology of Elden might not be what we're thinking, that it could not be, old. Perhaps from I think it was the Germanic root of the word. I think that's what he said, that it means fire.
yeah, because the thing is, if it was supposed to mean the oldest ring, it would be the Elder Ring, not the Elden, as far as I know. Let me actually check on the Wiktionary what the root of that word is. Well, it does mean actually older, so I guess it's the same thing. Well, at least Wiktionary says it's the same word, so I don't know. But whatever. It looks cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I am very, very hyped for that.
Yeah.
Especially after Sekiro. I'm I'm sure that it will not have the same type of combat, but perhaps something similar. And I mean, we have another protagonist with a mechanical arm, or at least I'm not sure if that's. But all of those people, I don't. You saw the trailer, right?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Did you notice that everyone seems to be made out of stone?
Everyone seems to have
Everyone's
like
cracked.
cracks. Yeah,
Yes,
they have like cracks
yeah.
and stuff.
So they're probably gods. Well, because I know we're probably getting longer. Do you just want to talk about your hype for Dark Crystal?
Oh yeah, there's the new Dark Crystal game that is from
Massa on entertainment.
oh
Or
yeah, Mas Entertainment. Okay, so I have not watched this movie, but honestly, this game looks really cool. The Dark Crystal is one of those classics that terrorized children back in the day.
mm-hmm. Then those creatures,
Yeah,
the bird.
and
I actually wanted to make a sort of cosplay based on that, using the same type of stilts. Those are very, very creepy. Yeah, it appears to be
tactics.
tactics. Yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming it's a
RPG.
turn-based
Yes.
strategy, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Yeah, but it does look really good. I'm wondering if I'm really curious about it.
Should be more curious about the movie.
Yeah, I'm also curious about the movie because I never watched it, and I probably will watch it.
We should watch it together.
Yeah, we should watch it
One of
together.
those that just slipped. It's on the list, but never get there.
Yeah. So finally, Doom, Bethesda.
Man, now I don't want to talk about Doom.
You don't want to talk about Doom? What the hell? Why not? Come on.
I kid, I kid, I kid.
Okay, Doom Eternal.
Doom is shaping up to be. I have one criticism of the game, and I'm going to just throw it right away because I'm sure that in higher difficulty levels they will have the decency to remove it. In that there is one-ups.
There are
There are
one-ups.
one-ups in the game. So if I die, I'm no longer dead forever, and I don't have to restart the game. What am I, a goddamn pussy?
Wait, but didn't the original Doom have that?
No,
It did not.
no, never have one-up.
Did the
Perhaps
2016 version have
no,
one-ups?
not
It
that
did
I
not.
know of. I mean, the difficulty level that I played had no one-up.
Okay, so basically, but might that be just the easy modes? Well, I hope so.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I hope so too, to be honest. But then again, I was watching the devs playing. They could be playing on easy mode just to show off.
But
I
here's
don't
the
know.
thing. But I played Doom on your house, and I think I died and I did not start over. So
Yeah, you were not playing in nightmare mode.
well, but that might be the same case with this one, don't you think?
Perhaps. I hope so.
Yeah, it's probably the same case. I mean, I'm
I
not
mean, I could just
expecting.
not pick up the one ups, but
Yeah.
again, whatever.
Um.
But yeah, the game has so many improvements over Doom, and you would think that there are no improvements to be made. I
That's
mean, the
true.
game has so much more emphasis on mobility. You have a dash now. There's a way your super shotgun has a hook where you can pull yourself from a very long distance to a minion. There's new glory kills. You have a flamethrower. You can do parkour. I can only get so hard, guys.
The game looks really beautiful too. Like the visuals look awesome.
The soundtrack, Mick Gordon is at it again.
Yeah.
I'm ready to rip and tear. My body's
I'm
so ready.
I'm so happy that some games just get good remakes and sequels. Like,
Right?
because it's so
And then
rare
again,
when that
this Doom
happens.
2016 was supposed to be exactly that. The original Doom, but
Better.
new, better, improved. And
Yeah.
guys, I think they did it. I mean, I got a whole lot of love for the OG Doom. I fucking love that game.
Holy crap! That guy had a laser axe.
In the Doom trailer.
Yeah.
And
That axe looks
you have a
insane.
sword too. The creator said that you were not only going on Earth, but back on Mars and to the among other planets, to the planets of the original Knights Sentinel
Oh wow. Okay.
from the first game. So you're actually going there.
Wow.
See what the fuck happened.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
people went. The roof came down. People went crazy.
That is insane. Wow. They
And you
they
know,
re- they're going all
there's
out.
there's a scene of him firing himself from a cannon. From I think it's a BFG 10K. He kicks aside this cannonball and puts himself into the barrel and fucking fires.
Oh my god.
He's so angry. Like, Jesus.
This is probably the most metal game that's going to come out from this
Yes.
convention.
In this year, it is the most metal game.
Oh well. Okay, yeah. I think it's gonna be great.
I fucking love Doom.
Yeah, Doom is really good. Doom is an FPS done right. That's what I feel. Because there's so many FPSs that just don't get it.
I mean, this 2016 grabbed all that was good about the philosophy of Doom. So lots of demons, very
It's basically chaos.
very
in your
difficult.
face.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
very difficult. Limited ammo, no reloads,
Yeah.
always running,
Always running. Yeah.
maximum speed at all times.
Yeah, that was
And then they injected some fresh DNA from new games, like I mean the secrets are still there, but they gave you glory kills, for example.
mhm.
They gave you health on kill.
Yeah.
There's pickups when the enemies when the enemies die.
Mhm.
They drop either HP or armor or ammo, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It keeps the game fresh. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is
There's
really,
lots of
really
nods
cool.
to not only the original game,
Mhm.
but also to other stuff from Bethesda and from id.
And you
There-
can play the original levels of the original game in that game. That's so awesome.
Some of them, yes.
Some of them.
Some secrets are there's this door that's literally the Doom door, the original Doom door.
Yeah.
If you find a lever, you get to play. You unlock that level in the game.
Damn. I remember playing Doom like on my PC.
From Doom 1 and 2.
I played, the emulator on my computer. I played the original Doom, and that shit was, I just love that, like the it was so nostalgic, even though I did not play the original one like in the original
But it
console.
makes you feel, you know where you can play an official Doom in an official like last century machine, LGW. Go there.
Okay.
There's always one machine running. It's so goddamn hard to play because you're used to turning your head with your mouse and you fucking
Yeah.
can't. You have to
Yeah.
press keys.
Yeah.
It's a. I recommend playing with Ultimate Doom or GZ Doom.
Yeah, it's that was the shit.
Yeah, man, it really was.
So that was E3 and the some of the games that they announced that we felt that we should talk about because we are cheap and uh and we're nerds.
We don't care, man. There's no sponsor on this episode. I'm not paid by Nintendo. I fucking wish I was.
You wish, dude.
I really wish.
Nintendo, please
Nintendo,
sponsor.
bring it over, man.
Please sponsor
Bring it over.
this podcast, please. We're giving you so much love. Please love us back. XOXO.
XOXO.